Dad?
Oh, hi, sweetheart.
Sorry, Dad. What are these? Oh, these are the photos of the wedding of you and Mom, huh?
I don't know what possessed me to drag out this old album and start running through it.
It's all right. You all alone?
Yeah.
Where'd everybody go?
I don't know. Running errands, doing Christmas things. No one tells me anything anymore.
Seems so quiet in here.
Yes, the whole house seems quiet these days.
Well, I guess it gives you a lot more time to get a lot done. Well, I'm here, Dad.
Oh, well, Mason called me and told me to get in touch with you and tell you to come on over. He said he had some things to talk to us about.
Oh?
That's right, Dad, I do. I have something very important to say, and I've been waiting a long time to say it.
Please, please let it be wonderful. Let it be unspeakably fabulous.
Oh, Lionel, I'm so excited.
You're excited. Here it comes. Here it comes. Hang on.
Go ahead.
No suspense.
What is it? What?
It's just printed money. Just old printed money.
Lost?
Just letters of credit. And things.
Totally lost.
It's worthless.
We knew that would happen. We didn't expect all that.
Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute. There's more. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, Liz. Hold out
What?
your hands. Hold out your hands. Come on. Look at that! Gold. Liz. Oh, come on. Here. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, Liz. Oh, wait. Where's that town? Where's that town? Oh, Liz, I think I'm gonna die. This is a priceless piece of jade. Oh, look at that. Be very careful.
Really, dear.
Very careful. Look at that. Oh, good Lord.
Oh, look.
Liz. Liz, look at this necklace. Look at this.
Oh, Lionel.
Look at the
Oh,
stones
Lionel,
in
hold
it.
it. Oh, I love it. I want it.
You want it? Come on. Oh, wait. It's in his bag. It's in his bag. Couldn't be much.
Oh, this
Couldn't
is
be...
wonderful.
Liz, look at this.
What? Tell me.
It's cross. Look at the stones.
Emeralds.
Look at those emeralds. Look at that ruby on the left side there.
Rubies. Limes. Wonderful. Oh, it's beautiful.
You're nuts.
Oh, Lionel. Lionel.
Honey, this has got to go way back. This is back to the Crusades. I have never, ever seen anything like that out of a museum.
Lionel, I'm speechless. I've never.
You're speechless.
It's beautiful.
Hang on to that. Hang on to that.
It's beautiful.
What the devil is this? Huh?
It's a box.
Well, no kidding, Sherlock. But what
Open
kind?
it. Open
You know what it
it.
looks like? It looks like one of those Chinese puzzle boxes. Yeah, I saw something like this in the British Museum one time, but it wasn't as heavy. Huh? Well, what's in it? What do you think it's in it? Well, anyway, well, look, this is no place to open this, so there must be a trick to it. So obviously it does open somehow. Well, look, let's take this someplace else to open all this. All right, let's get all this stuff back together.
Okay.
And, okay.
Okay.
All right, wait a minute. I've got to find that log here. Hang on to this. Hang on, be careful, don't drop it. All right, let's see. Must be some... Wait. Looks like there's a false back to this. There's a lip back here. There it is. Hang on.
Mr. Lockridge, the capital helicopter is a mile off the port side.
All right, turn it 90 degrees to south. Put out some trolling lines. Act like we're fishing. Try to throw her off the track.
I
Yes, sir, right away.
told you, Cece was sophisticated. Do you think he's got us under surveillance?
Well, I'm sure they'd like to. Just let me get into this. There it comes. Here it comes.
What?
Yes, look at this. Let's see what it is.
Lionel.
It's the captain's log.
Oh,
Look at the condition that thing's in.
fabulous condition. God, let's open it.
No. Let's not open it. Come on. Let's take it back where we can get some privacy for this whole thing. Besides, if we have to do any alterations on it, we can go back where your tools are. You have your tools, right?
Yes, yes.
All right. Hang on a second.
Take that.
Max, take her home. Take her home, yeah. This is extraordinary. I mean, it's all working out, isn't it?
I told you it would. You unbelievable.
We've got the log, we've got the jewels, we've got that cross. Oh, I tell you, we even have that little Chinese box. We're gonna blow everybody's mind!
All right, Mason, we're waiting. Tell us what this is all about.
I plan to.
So get on with it.
Do you think you've come up with something that will make me change my mind about you?
If I could prove you were wrong about me, you'd be man enough to admit you'd made a mistake, wouldn't you?
What have you got?
What I have to tell you concerns Peter Flint.
What about Peter?
I've had several long discussions with the DA, and the decision has been made, his decision, I might add, not to file charges against Peter.
What?
What? He can't do that. Peter confessed that he tried to kill Joe.
That's true enough, but unfortunately, his confession was made under provable duress.
Oh, that's another fine example of the legal incompetence of your office.
Be that as it may, the fact remains that Peter's confession would never hold up in court, and therefore we can't hold him any longer.
Just a second. Joe's a witness.
No, we'd have to have more than that.
You're serious?
Yes, it's most unfortunate.
I think you have something to do with this.
Ask the DA if you'd like, Dad. He'll tell you I can't be blamed for any of this.
Oh, I can't believe it. I really can't, Mason. What is it, only the innocent get punished in this world? Joe does nothing, denies his guilt over and over for 5 years and spends that time in prison, and then Peter admits that he's guilty and you can't even put him behind bars.
That's right, Kelly. Life is full of inequities. Isn't that right, Dad? But the fact remains that holding Peter against his will is a violation of his rights as a citizen, so we have to let him go. Now, believe me, I'm as upset about it as you are. I want to see Peter pay for what he's done too, but the system doesn't always work.
No, it certainly doesn't.
So what are you going to do with Peter, Mason?
Nothing. Peter goes free.
Community mourns loss. Santa Barbara's finest. Tragedy on the day of greatest triumph. Capwell Jr. murdered in cold blood. All right, Lionel, this is going to put another nail in your coffin.
Why are we stopping here? The Capwell house is a quarter mile up the road.
I know, but I don't want to take any chances on anyone in spotting the car. It's a bit of a hike, but I think it's much safer if you walk.
All right, don't worry. I'm sorry for leaving the quills and inks at the house.
Try not to be too long.
I won't be.
And listen, don't get yourself wrapped up and sidetracked up there. Remember, this is the last time we have any opportunity to make an entry in that log before we have to put it back in the safe and back down in the ocean.
Got it. I'm off.
Stay away from Eden and Cece. Don't let yourself get sidetracked. What we don't want now is for those two to know that we're poking around.
Okay, I've got, 5 minutes. I'll be back. You can time me.
I will. You can bet on it. That's good.
Honey, it just hurts to have a big reason to get you to stop by.
Dad, will we see each other?
I'm losing contact with you.
I think that's what you wanted.
No, it's not. I want to know what your plans are. What's happening?
What I've always wanted to happen. To marry Joe and to raise a family.
That's all?
Nothing could make me happier, Daddy.
Have you and Joe set a date?
No, he wants to get his feet on the ground first and decide on a career and make some more money.
I offered him money. I offered him a job that could be very important down the road in a few years.
Dad, you know he doesn't want it that way. Joe and his pride.
That foolishness, you mean?
Daddy, please don't start in on Joe again. I still remember how you felt about him before he went to prison.
Sweetheart, I'm concerned about the present and the future, your future. What's Joe doing now?
You mean right now?
Yes, right now. Is he working?
Yeah, he's very busy. He's got a construction job, that office building up on Chapala and Garden. And he's trying to swing in a few other things.
Well, it doesn't take much to be good at manual labor, just strength. What can he do with his mind?
This is why you invited me over at your house tonight, isn't it? To talk about Joe and to criticize him.
Don't you think I've got a right to know something about the man that you're going to marry?
Dad, you know I love him. That's all you need to know.
No, sweetheart. On the contrary. There is a lot more than I need to know. I need to know whether or not he's going to be able to provide for you.
Provide what?
I'm talking about the advantages that you're used to, the kind of life you should live, that you were raised to live.
The kind of life I should be living is my own life. And Joe lets me do that. Something you were never able to do because you never really knew me.
Sweetheart, I understand you a lot better than you think. Don't you think I know what it means to make a commitment to somebody that you love?
Do you? I think you've forgotten, Daddy. I think when Mother died, love just left your life. It walked out of your heart. I think you forgot how to really love your family. Will you look what's happening to us?
That's a cruel thing to say to me, Kelly.
I know, I'm sorry. I apologize. I had no business saying anything like that.
Honey, I hope that isn't the way that you feel about me. I don't want us to start fighting again. You're important to me, darling. I would feel that we need each other still.
Yeah, I know.
I want us to grow closer together. I don't want to lose you, baby. Are you feeling all right?
Yeah, so. I got another headache.
All right, that's enough. You're getting too many of those headaches. Now, tomorrow, I want you to make an appointment with Dr. Michaels. You hear?
Right.
I wonder where Cruz is. He's due here right now. When he gets here, we'll have a drink and then maybe some dinner, all right?
Oh, no, Dad, I can't stay for dinner tonight.
You can't? Why not?
Because Joe and I have other plans. His mother has this dinner planned out.
Oh, Kelly, Rosa's gone to a lot of trouble.
Daddy, you never mention dinner on the phone. You know, you never ask. You just dictate what you want us to do. Well, I can't stay.
Can I be of any help?
Oh, how clumsy of me.
Here you are. Are you some new Capwell I've never heard about?
No, my name is Elizabeth Peel.
That's right. You're here for the lecture series at the museum.
Well, you certainly have me pegged.
My name is Castillo. Cruz Castillo.
Hello, Mr. Castillo. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I would love to stay and talk, but I'm in a hurry and I can't find my keys.
Well, I happen to know a way to get in here without using a key. Is there a problem?
No, I just didn't want to disturb anyone.
Oh, you won't be disturbing them? They're expecting you.
Oh, Cruz. We were wondering what became of you and Liz.
Hello, Cece.
Mr. C, we just happened to show up at the same time. We've introduced ourselves.
Oh, good. Come on in, please.
Hello, Kelly.
Hi, Liz.
Hey, how you doing? Long
Hi,
time
Chris.
no see.
Well, let's all have a drink before dinner. Liz, you'll join us, won't you?
Oh, I wouldn't dream of intruding, Cece, and I've got to do some things.
You're not intruding. Come on, we'll have a drink in the living room.
Hurry up, Peel. All right, we haven't got time for this.
That is absolutely amazing. You didn't tell us that.
Oh, you flatter me too much, Cece. But I have really got to be going.
Oh, no, I'm not going to let you run off like that. I want you to tell Cruz and Kelly about your appointment to Buckingham Palace.
You have an appointment at Buckingham Palace? What time do you have to be there?
No, an appointment too. But it's nothing very regal. I've gotten the position of a lowly surveyor.
To the royal family.
Well, that doesn't sound so lowly to me.
Ooh. Do you know everybody? I mean, the Queen and everyone?
Well, I don't know them all because there's uncles and aunts and sisters and they're all over the world, but I have met a lot of them, and they are kind of hard to keep track of.
What about Lady Di?
More importantly, what about Koo Stark?
Oh, you're never going to let us live that one down, are you?
Well, that's what you get for living it up.
I want to know what it's like, just to come and go as you please. I mean, are they ever informal? Do they ever just kick back and have hamburgers, watch TV?
Liz, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to subject you to this barrage of questions. Excuse me. Hello?
Yes, can you tell me, is Elizabeth Peel there, please?
Yes, she is. May I tell her who's calling?
Well, yes, this is Reginald Atwater at the museum. I work there. I need to speak to Miss Peel immediately. It's very important.
She's here. Just a moment, please. Liz, Mr. Atwater at the museum. He says it's very important.
Atwater? I don't think I know any Atwater. Hello?
I told CC I was Reginald Atwater from the museum, and I want to know what the hell you're still doing there.
Yes, Mr. Atwater, I'd quite forgotten about you. Well, we have some guests here, and I got busy talking.
Well, make some excuse to get out of there.
Tell them you have to come right back to the museum. Tell them I spilled your lecture slides all over the floor, and they have to be arranged by tomorrow morning.
What? All my slides?
That's right, every bloody one of them. So get over here.
I'll be right there. How about if I'm there in about 15 minutes?
Good. Meet me in the
Basement, but try to make it in 10 minutes.
I'm on my way. I'm awfully sorry, Cece, but I've got to run off. There's an emergency over at the museum, and I've got to get back. It was very nice meeting you, Mr. Castillo.
You too. I hope we get a chance to talk again sometime.
Oh, we shall, and I'll tell you all about Prince Andrew's peccadillos. Hope to see you soon, too, Kelly.
Hope to see you too, Miss.
I hope it's nothing serious.
Oh, no, it's just terribly irritating. Someone dropped my slides all over the floor, and I'm going to have a devil of a time straightening them out again.
Oh, do you want me to drive you over?
No, I've got the rental car, and I'm going to be fine. Don't worry, Cece. I've just got to get some things upstairs.
All right, fine.
Bye.
I promise you, I am not going to let Philip have another night off.
Good evening, Mr. King.
Oh, hello, Joe. Come in.
I'm here to pick up Kelly.
Kelly, Joe's here.
Hi.
Hi, baby.
How are you?
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Cruz, how are you?
Okay.
I'm glad you're here. I got something for you. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
Just about set?
Yeah, I'm already.
I wish you'd change your mind and have dinner with us. You're certainly welcome to join us, Joe.
I really appreciate the invitation, Mr. Capwell, but we can't. We're expected at my mother's.
I see.
I think he knows that. He's just testing. Night, Daddy. See you, Cruz.
Okay, so long. Have
Yeah,
fun.
be careful.
I'll talk to you soon, my man.
You got it.
Getting harder and harder to hold this family together.
This is in incredibly good condition. What a piece of luck. Look at this. Oh, look at
Lionel, started without me.
Here, come here. Look at this. Look at the condition it's in. And listen to this entry. The ship's captain is talking about Nathaniel Capwell, see? He says, Capwell is nothing short of a greedy madman. And at each and every port, it is Capwell who urges us to plunder and rob the local natives.
Natives, how colonial.
I'm just skimming. Listen. I'm sure that every port they stopped at is mentioned. Let's see. They stopped at Colombo and Cape Town, Macayo, look at this. New Guinea. I mean, everywhere. So many places in the Pacific East. Easter Island. My God, they drop anchor and travel inland.
Yeah, either to go on a treasure hunt or pillage and plunder.
Today, we visited a shrine on the border between Tibet and Nepal. The altitude made me dizzy. We saw the most fantastic emerald embedded in the folds of some huge, hideous sculpture of their divas. February 8, 1884. A terrible thing happened. We have to pack and flee our ship. Nathaniel Capwell has stolen the emerald, and they're coming for us.
Emerald? There was no large single emerald in the safe, only the one in the cross.
Yeah, well, apparently Nathaniel Capwell is evidently very taken with Amanda Lockridge. It has occasioned more than a few altercations between Nathaniel and Horatio Lockridge. The tension between them seems to increase daily. Now, that's interesting. See, Nathaniel and Horatio were the best of friends when they started out on this trip. Obviously, they started to quarrel over Amanda.
But does it say anything else in there about the emerald?
Listen. Horatio Lockridge is dead. It happened on the island. Nathaniel was the only witness, and he swears it was an accident, but I cannot escape the terrible feeling that he may have met with foul play. If we can find any more incriminating entries like this, we won't have to do any forgeries at all. We have all the evidence we need right here.
Cruz, what did you think of Liz Peel?
Attractive and smart. Definitely not a pushover.
No, and an extraordinary talent. Nice lady to have around.
I take it you didn't invite me here tonight just to meet her.
No, it's about Joe Perkins.
What about him?
Well, I've been trying to find out what he's up to. I've asked Kelly, but she doesn't tell me much. I know he's on a construction job at the Brandt building downtown, but that's all I know.
What else do you want to know?
I've heard from one of my men that he is working with you on some kind of a special project. I'd like to know what it is.
Well, it has nothing to do with Capwell Enterprises, Mr. C. It's, well, it's one thing you don't have to worry about.
But I would like to know. And since you're an employee of mine, I think I have the right to ask what it's all about.
I don't think you have the right to ask what I do in my own time.
You going to be hard-nosed about this, Cruz?
There's no reason in the world to make a big mystery out of it, Mr. C, as long as you understand how much I value my privacy.
Fine.
Joe just wants to make some extra money, get himself established, and I'd like to see him succeed. So I introduced him to an engineer friend of mine, and they're working on a project now to find well water around town. As you know, there's been a shortage of water in the county, and this engineer seems to think that there's money to be made in locating and digging wells.
What's Joe's part in that?
He's in charge of the digging.
And you think he's going to be a success at it?
They've rented a rig. They're working a site right now, and from what I know, they have a couple more jobs lined up. Joe's a real hard worker, Mr. C. I think if anybody could make a go of something like this, he could. Of course, he's just doing it to get enough together to start his own business.
You think that venture will do it?
Well, it's starting to pay off. That envelope he handed me tonight was my share of what he's taken in so far, and it's a pretty decent piece of change.
Sounds like a long shot.
Mr. C, you wouldn't be rooting for Joe to fail, would you?
I didn't say that.
No. Well, I'm behind him all the way.
Maybe you ought to take a couple of more aspirin.
I think I'll be all right. I'm just glad we were nearby, because I would never have made it to my apartment.
Kelly, I want you to see a doctor about those headaches.
That's all I need to do is just rest my eyes for a little while. I'm sorry if I spoiled your evening, Joe.
You didn't.
What, you're still angry about Peter, aren't you?
You bet I am. I can't believe they're letting him go.
Look, I know.
No, he's going to be free.
I really don't think he'll try and do anything, Joe.
You don't have to worry about Peter. He's going to be out of commission for a long time.
Listen, I want you to know that I'm really proud of what you're doing now. I think it's going to pay off for you.
It's going to pay off for us. And I sure hope it will.
Well, we don't have to worry about anyone else. Just ourselves. I think it'll be all right. You'll see. You know what I want you to do?
What?
Just take me in your arms and hold me and let me fall asleep like that.
Okay. I like that too. He said they'd left the emerald they took from the shrine behind on the island. See, the captain thinks Amanda buried it there after Horatio's death to keep Nathaniel from getting it.
I would have torn the island up looking for it.
Yeah, well, apparently Nathaniel kept trying to get the captain to go back and look for it, but the captain felt it was too big a risk. Storms were coming up, and the seas were getting dangerous. We made a run for home, for Santa Barbara. You know, Liz, I think we're getting close.
Does it say anything there about the name of the island where she buried this emerald?
No, there's no mention of it.
That's odd. I mean, the captain's log always lists the coordinates.
Here. The captain says, Nathaniel tried to force himself on Amanda one day, and the captain had to pull him away. You know, all these entries support the story my grandmother told everyone after the sinking. I mean, she wasn't crazy. Look, here we go. Here's the last entry. Now, this should be where we find out something about what happened to the ship that killed everyone except Amanda.
Well?
All it says is that the land had been sighted and that he expected that they'll be in the harbor the next day. That wasn't what I wanted. Damn. According to the records, the ship hit a reef and sank that same night.
Which means we've got to go to work.
Oh. Well, I'm afraid you're going to have to get your ink and quills ready. We're going to have to rewrite a little history so that there's no doubt what Nathaniel Capwell did that day. Now, I have unraveled some pretty complicated boxes in my time, but whatever's in this sucker is very, very difficult.
Lionel? Look.
Oh, Liz, that is perfect. No one will ever suspect.
How's the wording?
Oh, it's terrific. It's even better than what I wrote. Liz, you are a very talented woman.
I know.
Okay. What is it said?
Oh, needs a few more chemicals. Got to bake it for about an hour, and then no one will ever be able to tell the difference.
All right. I know exactly what to do while we're waiting.
Ooh, what?
Find out what's inside the Chinese puzzle box.
Can hardly wait.
Wake up, Peter. We have things to talk about.
And as we pay our last respects to Sophia Capwell, remember this as you mourn her passing. She was a beloved wife to her husband, C.C., and a loving, concerned mother to her children, Channing, Edie, Kelly, and Ted. Her spirit will live in all who knew her and loved her. God rest her noble soul.
So the professor told me I was to do anything you asked.
Well, I really appreciate that. He said that I could use any of the lab equipment here, and so all you have to do is open the door.
No problem about that.
Fine, thank you. Yeah, you can come back. I'll come and get you, and you come back when I'm through. Okay, I'm sure you have other things to do.
Yes, sir.
Lionel, why do I get all the dirty jobs in this
I'm
college?
sorry, Liz, but I can't risk anybody recognizing you and seeing us together.
I don't even know what I'm doing in this place.
Well, give me the box.
I think it would be a lot more expedient to just take a hammer and break it open.
No. Sometimes these things were rigged, so if they aren't opened the right way, it can destroy the contents. What if the document is in there?
There can't be documents inside. It's too heavy.
It could be. I mean, that map to the island where Amanda Lockridge hid the emerald, it's got to be someplace. This may be it.
Oh, good thought. Be careful.
Anyway, I'm not going to put this box back in the safe until I know that I'm not going to have any surprises when we open the safe publicly for the first time.
I understand that, Lionel, but what's in this lab that's going to help us out?
Oh, yeah, right. Here, over here. Follow me.
What is it?
X-ray. X-ray, Madame Curie's invention. Okay? Yeah, how's that for being clever, huh?
Oh, you are clever. It's a good thing.
Okay, wait a minute. Hang on. Okay, now, we just have to photograph that box. Let's see if we can find the switch here, and we'll get behind the screen. Well, whatever it is, I can't make it out, but it isn't a map or a document, that's for sure.
It's an odd shape. What do you think of it?
I don't know. The machine is not picking up all the detailing. It could be a container for something else.
No.
Well, all I know is it has to be special. Why bother to hide it at all in this way, huh?
Because, Lionel, whoever owned the box knew how to open it, so they didn't think of hiding it. They thought of just putting it away carefully.
Now, don't be negative, Elizabeth. We have to have positive thoughts about these things.
I'm being analytical. What's most important is that we know what's in that box is not going to affect the story that we've told, so we can put it back in the safe and breathe easily.
I guess so. We better get out of here.
Oh, and I'm going through the window?
Yeah, right. Give me that.
We're going back to the museum.
Yeah, but first, I have one more stop to make.
Oh, Lionel, we're running out of time.
We have all night. We'll make it. Bye.
Here we are, Peter.
Thank you.
Seems to me the nurses could keep your autograph filled for what I'm paying around here. Yeah, lean forward, Peter.
Why?
Oh, just lean forward. Peter, don't make everything a contest. There. Now, isn't that better?
I realized you were taking up nursing.
I just want to make sure you're comfortable.
Well, there's a little better treatment than waking up with a light shining in my face. Thought I'd died and gone to Moscow. Why are you being so attentive, Mason?
I just want to make sure you're resting well and that you're well taken care of. We wouldn't want anything to happen to you here at the 12th hour, now would we?
It's pretty incredible. Seeing as how a few days ago you were bent on killing me.
Oh, let's not dredge up the past, Peter. That's all behind us now.
Is it? I wonder.
Well, of course it is. Everything is different. We have a deal going now, don't we?
Mason, there's no deal until you show me some kind of proof that you're going to hold up your end of the bargain.
Well, as a matter of fact, that's the real reason I'm here, Peter. I've had a long talk with the DA, and I have his personal assurance that no charges will be filed against you.
I'm not going to be charged with attempted murder.
Mm-mm.
You fixed that?
I certainly did. As soon as you're well enough, you can walk out of here a free man. Now, doesn't that cheer you up?
Not quite, pal. I think I'd like to see a little substantiation. Something beside your smiling face and fluffing my pillow.
Oh, ye of little faith.
Can you blame me, Mason, for being suspicious, considering your track record?
Well, I think I have something here that will make you feel better, Peter. This is a letter signed by the DA and addressed to you. I even made him stay late and dictate it.
Damn, it looks pretty good. Nice going.
Thank you. Now, are you ready to retract your statement about seeing me in the study the day Channing was killed?
I might be.
What do you mean, might be? We have an agreement, Peter.
Yes, but you seem to be forgetting something, Mason.
I never forget anything, Peter. Elephants consult me. Now, I know this isn't hard cash, but this is a perfectly legal, notarized document whereby I agree to give you 1/4 of everything I inherit from my father.
1/4? That should come to more than I asked for.
Yes, it should. You see, I've decided to be generous, Peter, to make up for everything I've put you through.
Wait a minute. This isn't going to do me any good. I mean, what am I going to live on? I can't wait till your dad kicks off. I'll be an old man by then.
No, you won't. No, you won't. I have a trust fund coming through soon. It's all in there. You wanted $50,000 a year for life, right?
Yeah.
This is close to $100,000 a year. It's all stipulated in my father's will.
I can't believe it.
Now, it's the only method I could come up with to work everything out, so I'm afraid it's a take-it-or-leave-it proposition, Peter.
Well, I'll take it, Mason. I'll jump on it.
Somehow I felt sure you would.
And I suppose now I'm supposed to thank you for your generosity?
Oh, no thanks are necessary, Peter. I was acting more out of expedience than kindness.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Well, now that all the mechanical details are taken care of, I'd like to schedule your press conference for tomorrow morning, and I'd like my father and Kelly to be there as well.
Invite anybody you want, Mason. It's your party. I'll give you full cooperation.
That's music to my ears. Peter, Well, I guess this concludes our little business. Would you like me to take these and put them in a nice, safe place for you?
No, thanks. I'd like to read them over a few more million times.
I don't blame you. In a short time, you will be a very rich and a very free man. That must be a good feeling.
Wonderful.
Yes. Well, rest well and have pleasant dreams. Peter, as soon as I've arranged the press conference, I'll let you know. And I'll see you then.
So long.
Ciao.
$25% everything. That's $5 or $6 million. I'm gonna be rich.
I've got to hide this somewhere. Somewhere that won't be too easily found. Where?
Augusta's a very light sleeper.
Oh, I'm going to blow my trumpet.
Very funny. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
What about your mother and daughter?
No, that's okay. It's gonna be all right. I wouldn't have brought you back here, but I had to pick up a couple of books, see? Also, I wanted to show you this Gainsborough.
Oh, well, come on, Lionel. Be quick about it.
All right. What do you think of that?
No problem at all. Can do it quickly.
You're a woman of extraordinary talent. One more thing.
Lionel, what are you doing? We don't have time to read books.
Yeah, I know. That cross reminded me of something that I'd seen somewhere. I think I've seen it before.
What is this book?
This is a book of illustrations of archaeological finds in Spain. I could swear I'd seen an illustration of that cross. Here it is. Here it is. Look, there it is. That was taken from an old monastery in Spain.
Incredible. Look, encrusted with diamonds and rubies. We have made a find.
That's right, and it's only the tip of the iceberg. Here, you look through this. I have a couple of research books to get upstairs, and I'll be right back, okay? Hold on.
Don't be gone long. I feel like a common burglar.
You're not a common burglar. You're an uncommon forger, and don't you ever forget it.
What a tragedy. Sophia was so young. She had so much to live for. Cece, her children. Oh, those poor children.
Mommy. Kelly, it's okay. Wake up. It's okay. You're having a heck of a dream there. Heard you call for your mother.
I'm so glad you're here.
You okay?
It was an awful dream.
What were you dreaming about?
My mother's funeral. Joe, for some reason I have been dreaming about her lately. It's always nightmares. Every night almost. What do you think it is that makes me dream about her so much?
I don't know, honey, but they're only dreams.
Yeah, but they're so real. It's so much like what happened to me when she died.
Yeah, but you can't let them upset you.
Yeah, but it does, though. Sometimes afterwards I think about it and it just upsets me and depresses me. I don't want them anymore.
Poor baby. I wish I could help.
You help me just by being with me.
Yeah, I'm gonna be here with you for a long time.
I hope so. When I had that dream, I felt so alone and lost.
Well, you're not alone anymore. Next time you dream, put me in it and I'll take care of you.
Sure, I'll try and arrange it that way.
Oh, I love you.
I love you too.
Here it is. I got it. All right, listen, I just got one more thing to do here. Got this. All right, we're gone.
Finally.
Okay, here, get that.
Okay. Ah.
All right. It's good. Now we'll see what happens.